Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and President Joe Biden has massive issues he has to deal with right now. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. President Biden got gobsmacked, blindsided by over 100,000 votes for uncommitted in Michigan last night, and it has the hosts and guests of Morning Joe on MSNBC very concerned and saying the president should be very concerned. If he loses Michigan, if even half of the voters who voted uncommitted simply don't vote for him in November, they don't have to vote for Trump. They just simply stay home. If that happens, it is very likely Trump wins both Michigan and the presidency. I don't believe Biden can win the presidency without Michigan. But he's between a rock and a hard place because they want him to change the entire country's entire foreign policy with Israel to get their votes. And that's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Not even Biden is going to do that. And if he did, there would be another earthquake from the other side of the Democrat Party. So he is really in a tough spot here. Don't envy him, but it could be the end of him. I want you to watch this clip from Morning Joe because they are incensed. They are very concerned. I want you to like, comment, share, and subscribe. It really does help us out, and we appreciate it. I'm Carmine Sabia for Explain America. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.
Yeah, and this is certainly a long tradition in Michigan of these uncommitted voters. This is how they have their voice heard. We've been talking all morning about the comparison with the last Democratic president running for re-election, Barack Obama, in 2012. He had 11% was uncommitted. Biden is 13. One note, though, the raw numbers are different. It's striking. 20,000 votes uncommitted in 2012. Over 100,000 this time around for President Biden. And we do anticipate a November election between Biden and Trump in Michigan to be razor thin. So he's going to have to get some of those 100,000 votes to come home. There is reason to believe that some will. Especially if the war in Gaza does fade from the headlines. That might be enough for some of the younger voters, the more progressive voters, to look at their choices, A versus B, and go, well, we certainly can't vote for Donald Trump. Let's vote for President Biden. Although I do think, Joe, and Governor Whitmer, when we had her on the show earlier this week, acknowledged that for some in the Muslim American, Arab American community in Michigan, this issue is so personal that even she anticipated that in November, because they're so angry, they won't want to cast their ballot for Joe Biden. They're not going to vote for Trump, but they might find a third-party candidate, or they might just choose to stay home. So this is something the re-election team is going to have to deal with, and also try to find some other paths to victory in that state.
Well, I mean, they need to be worried about it. They obviously need to be concerned about it. They also, though, need to service these voters and stay in front of these voters between now and then. It's 8-9 months, a very long time in politics, a lifetime in politics.